Hey, what's up, guys? All right, so I haven't done a video on my aquarium in a little while, and today we're gonna go to the local coral market frag swap. They do it once a year, and we're gonna stop in there. All right, so anyway, it's gonna be a quick video, short video, and we're gonna walk through there and see if we get anything. All right. Hey guys, okay, so we just left and it went okay. There wasn't too much that I could work with right now. As you know, we've had some really bad issue in the aquarium. I haven't brought it up yet, might as well bring it up now. What happened was just before summer, I had turned my chiller off because I was trying to save my electricity bill for the last 6 months. I turned the chiller off back in October, and in May, so I figured, I'm gonna turn it on maybe in June, whatever. But in May we had like a heat spike for a weekend, and you know, it was like the beginning of summer, you know, warning that summer's coming and the heat's gonna raise. So what happened was I was at work, and you know, I worked like 12-hour shifts, so I wasn't home, and my apartment was like over 100 degrees inside, and the aquarium was around like 94 or something. And I didn't know it, so everything in the aquarium died. You know, some of my fish that I've had in there since like 2014 and stuff. Anyway, so I have an empty aquarium. Really though, some fish that I've had, a couple of my fish since 2005, they actually lived. So, but all the anemones and everything, all my corals, everything's dead. So we're down to like just a couple fish in the aquarium. Anyway, so I wanted to get them a new anemone, and that's why I came by here. I figured, you know, I can buy an anemone at the store or whatever, or online. But the thing is here, I thought maybe go in here and be able to find one. You know, someone's, you know, when you're at a swap like this, they try to either come at you with really high prices, or they're willing to make a deal, depending on who they are, you know, because when people hit the public, they're like, oh, now we can you know, sell, depending on where they're coming from. So anyway, so we got out of there. We bought an anemone. It wasn't necessarily the species anemone that I was gonna get. I was looking for a rainbow, just a classic rainbow bubble tip anemone. Like, that's it. And they have them at my local store here for 150 bucks. And I was like, well, let me go in here and see if I can find one here. I didn't find one. I found a bubble tip anemone, but a rainbow bubble tip anemone. And the guy sold it to me for 20 bucks. And it's a good little size, like around 4 inches. It's a good little size anemone. So I was like, you know what? If I still want a rose bubble tip anemone bad, then I will go and I'll buy the other one. But until then, at least I can bring these guys home an anemone and make them happy. They're gonna be so happy, because right now they lay on the rock, like where the anemone used to be, and they just lay on the rock right there. So I'm like, all right, let me get them an anemone. So anyway, so we got them one, and then, like I said, we're gonna see how this rainbow bubble tip looks in there, and maybe I'll still get a rose anemone and put it in there. And then anyway, so we got out there with that, and then I ended up getting 2 candy cane clusters. I used to have candy canes before, and they were just, when they were growing, they ended up dying because I had an outbreak of aptasia, and the aptasias were stinging them, and the heads ended up dying. So anyway, that's the thing. Other thing, right now, I kind of shouldn't have bought them, but I bought them because they're only 20 bucks, and they're like a big cluster. But the thing is so everything died in the aquarium. And now aptasia is starting to spring up in the rocks. And I had a copper banded butterfly fish for a long time. And, you know, they're very hard fish to keep because they won't eat. You have to feed them special. And then, anyway, I had them for a couple of years, and my aquarium was spotless. And I had taught him to eat just regular food, like he eats regular food. And in the beginning, he wouldn't eat at all. I had to feed him live bloodworms mixed with just regular food, so that way there he'd eat the bloodworms, and then he'd pick at the other food, and then he'd start feeding him less bloodworms, and he'd eat the other food, and then finally he'd just eat regular food. So it took me like 2 months to teach him to eat. And anyway, I had him for a couple of years, and the aquarium was spotless. And of course now, as soon as the aquarium is you know, dead, now aptasia is springing up. So anyway, so it's kind of bad for me to even add anything in the aquarium until I get rid of this, but freaking I did. So now I gotta have to get a copper band butterfly back in there. I tried a foul fish before, and he never did anything. He just hung out in the corner of the aquarium. I had him forever. I had him for years, and he didn't do anything. That's why I had to get the copper band butterfly. So just so you know, foul fishes are hit and miss. They'll eat aptasia, or they'll just go after regular food and never eat aptasia again. So anyway, all right, let me turn the camera around. The next video here, I'm driving home right now, is we're going to acclimate this anemone, make my clowns happy, and we'll get that on video. All right, so let me get home and let's keep going. Okay guys, we're home. It's been acclimated. It's been over here for, I don't know, maybe more than an hour. It was up there. It's walking right now. It's down here. And the clowns are really curious. They're just kind of hanging around it, wondering what it's doing. They're happy it's there. So here's what's left. These 2 right here were almost dead, but they're come back really well. And then these are the 2 candy canes that I just bought. And this one here lived through it. And those are my clownfish. And believe it or not, the mushroom lived. This mushroom. All my other mushrooms died. All the mushrooms that were right there are gone, and any of the rest of the corals. And look at, now there's aptasia right in the middle, right there. So you know that won't even take a month, and this whole tank will be covered with aptasia. So we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do about that. But anyway, all right. I just wanted to get a quick glimpse, and yeah, there it is. No fish. No anything. All right, so I'm gonna upload this video, guys. Remember, go over my playlist. Remember, please like, subscribe, comment, ask some questions, do whatever you like to do, and hey, we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks a lot.